team. You can also connect with myself here if you use LinkedIn. If you'd like to know a little bit more about me and the rest of the team, please do feel free to click through. But essentially, what is Endotech to begin with? It is a market-proven AI algo trading system. It is a fully automated trading system specifically made for the cryptocurrency market. Now, with regards to what we've been doing in our history, is pretty simple. We've been servicing institutional clients with high levels of funds for automatic trade execution. And the way that it works is really beautiful because we are the only solution in the world today that provides client custody of the trading funds. This means simply that only you are in control of your trading funds, nobody else. Only you control the connection, which is made through API keys. And of course, we only have the ability with these API keys to actually provide our trades for you. We do not have the ability at any time to withdraw without your consent, or even to withdraw in general. Only you control your account. So the way that we work is that we have our automatic strategies. And we deliver that to your exchange account using API keys. In terms of the strategies themselves, we have obviously many strategies over many years that we've developed, that we've created. But what's really beautiful is that together with Beyond, we have generated some very special high-performance strategy that we will be using together. And the great thing is, everyone on this call, each and every single one of you have access to these pages that I'm showing you. And again, everything that I'm showing you is 100% transparent, real live trading, real life history. So here you can see that we have the Sigma BTC beta strategy, and I've also opened up for us the Sigma BTC alpha strategy. Both of these strategies are, as you expect, based on the asset of Bitcoin. And we have two different types of strategies, which I think is a good moment for me to explain to you what we mean by alpha or beta. I think many of you might be wondering, should I take an alpha strategy? Should I take a beta strategy? Well, very simply, an alpha investor is someone who has a fear of missing out on the next opportunity, someone who has a high risk appetite, someone who has a high reward target for their trading. This is someone who has a fear of missing out on that next pump, on that next dump. And therefore, alpha strategies are the highest risk and highest reward for what we can provide. These are the strategies that can generate 250%, 300%, or even sometimes more per year in terms of the results. Beta strategies are for more conservative investors. This is more suitable for someone who has a fear of loss, a fear of losing on their existing portfolio, on their existing value. Someone who wants to get returns, but has a genuine fear of too much risk. This is someone who would be very suitable for a beta style strategy. And the difference between the two is very simple. A beta strategy requires no margin to trade and provides long positions only. If the market starts to fall down, we stay buying power for later trades. An alpha strategy is therefore more aggressive. Alpha strategies will take long positions and short positions within the market. So that means that for an alpha strategy, we will need margin for your exchange trading account. But what I'm clicking on here, guys and girls, are the specific performance pages for these strategies. And you can see that every strategy at Endotech has a performance and a history link. So let's understand what a performance page actually is together. Here you can see the strategy name. We can see the core assumption of the strategy. We can see the recommended trading capital and some recommended settings that we have. Further down on this page, we can also see the performance for all time, the statistics of this strategy. We can also see how well it's performing against the crypto market. So for example, if you bought one Bitcoin, this is your journey. You would be losing value with the crypto market over the past few years. And if you would instead put your funds in USDT and attach to this trading strategy, you can see that we thoroughly outperform the market throughout all time. So what's really lovely on this page, when you're signed in, you can see the latest trade that's actually live right now. We can see that we're currently in a trade. And we can also use the profit calculator to calculate any date range. So right now, I'm looking at January the 1st until today, 2020. This strategy is 35.59% profitable so far. And if you want to, you can also specifically target a specific date at any time. And you can see, for example, for this month, we're currently running at a small loss of 11%. What I really like to do to get a longer term understanding of what's been happening for the past few years is look a few years at a time. And we can see that Endotech is known for consistency for a good reason. This is statistical performance. This is long-term consistent return. And of course, the clients that stay with us the longest generate the largest scale returns. So if you had started with us on the 1st of January 2018 and were trading until today, you would have made over 400% on your money. So you would have made a total of $41,000 in just the last 2 years if you would have started with $10,000. That's the power of genuine AI consistency. And the same story is much true on Bitcoin strategy for Sigma Beta. We have the ability to calculate at any time what the trading results have been for this year, for this month, for last month. Sorry about that. And of course, this is free for you guys to do at any time. You can go all the way back to all time since the beginning of time until today, and you can calculate for yourself at any time like that. What's really lovely also, for those of you that like more specific trading history, we also have the full trading history on the history page for all time. Sorry about the beeping. For all time of the strategy. So you can actually see every trade, every position, every price transparently. And of course, these links, guys and girls, you can find through the Beyond pages for the performance and history links. So if I stop sharing that screen for a moment and come back to you here, what we've put together with Beyond is a safe, reliable, client-based custody, automatic crypto trading service. This is a service that you can rely on to consistently, automatically take care of your portfolio that you connect. This is something that can recover a lot of lost profits or lost losses that you've made in trading in recent years. But more importantly, this is something that can help you immediately recover the membership costs for you to join Beyond, your monthly membership fees. If you have your trading account consistently working for you with the Sigma service, this is something that can consistently deliver back to you for your trading fees that you've paid, for your membership fees that you've paid. And this is the way that you can have good financial health over the long term with a proven system of automation, with a pedigree team, and something that, of course, is within your full control. Tuffy, I just wanted to ask, are you still here with me on the call?
Yes, I'm here, Adam.
Yeah? Do we have any specific leaders on this call that perhaps wanted to come through with questions or anything specifically that they wanted answers to that you're aware of?
Well, we can certainly unmute the meeting and let people ask questions if you're so inclined to accept some questions.
Yeah, I think we should open up definitely for a few questions. I think a lot of people hearing about all of this for the first time will probably have some first questions. So I think it'll probably be a good time to open up and see what people are thinking, see what some of the reactions are.
Okay, each individual, if you have a question, you can either raise your hand, we can unmute you, or you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, I'm Paul from Africa. I just want to find out, when does it start? How much does one need to invest? what is the agreement about, the minimum withdrawal, all those things. So I don't know.
Sure. Definitely. Great question. Thank you for that. So we have been very lucky because of who Beyond is, because of who the people are at Beyond. They're very, very intelligent people, and they've helped us to bring this product with a very low cost and a very low minimum entry for all of you. So one problem that we had at Endotech that we had to solve with the help of Tuffy and Travis, the guys that run Beyond, was the typical client with Endotech pays $125,000 and has at least $10 million for the trading balance. Now, for Beyond members, we realized that this was going to be a level that would be unachievable for many people. So with the help of Beyond, with the commitment of Mr. Travis Pott, the owner of Beyond, with the commitment of his team, people like Tuffy and the leaders, we've managed to bring the minimum trading balance down to a level of $1,000. So the absolute minimum trading balance that you can use with this product is now just $1,000. In terms of when you can withdraw, this is completely up to you. Only you control your account, and you own your exchange account on Binance or Gemini Exchange. So when you own an exchange account with crypto, you can log in, click withdraw, and have an instant withdrawal at any time from that account. That's the beautiful thing about this service. Only you control the funds in your account.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have a minimum of, if someone puts in like 1,000, do you pay daily, monthly? What expectation do you give us, like minimum of profits in trade?
Another great set of questions. Yeah, great questions. So the Beyond Sigma AI service has a specific entry fee percentage. This is related to your level of membership at Beyond. In average terms, you will pay 10% in entry fee or subscription fee for the account based on your trading balance. So for example, if you start with $1,000 in your trading account, your entry fee will be $100. This $100 pays for the full 1 year of trading automatically for you, and the share of the profits happens every month, and the service will be charging you between 20 and 30% or so of the profits generated. So for example, if the system has made you $300 in profit, you will share 20 to 30% of that profit to the service.
That's only after you made 100% of your investment back, correct?
Well, that's not quite correct. It's actually once you've made the entry fee back. So for example, let's say we have $1,100. We pay $100 for the entry fee. We have $1,000 left to trade. Once the account balance is at $1,100 or more, we are technically now profitable for you in that account. So every dollar achieved after that amount will be technically profitable. And of course, we'll be asking for a share of that profit with you there, Joshua.
Based on your tier membership with Beyond, correct?
That is correct.
Another question I would have is, if I load it up with X amount, say I start with 10,000 USD, and it's going for a while, I can't add to that account. But can I have another one where I maybe put a larger sum? Or
definitely. I'm going to talk to you all today about how to use the different monthly shuttles to launch yourselves into a nice stable portfolio. So I've got a few words in terms of how to use the different monthly entries that you can take. With regards to adding funds to your account, right now Tuffy and the technical team are working around the clock to bring the full service to automatic delivery on the Beyond website. So at this moment in time, how you join the service is through a manual instruction. So you need to send us an email with your API keys. We confirm the entry fee, you pay the fee, and we connect you for service. So at this moment in time, it's just a little bit tricky to track if clients wish to add additional money, and it's a little bit tricky. So we advise to not add funds just in the beginning now. The truth is, if you wanted to top your balance up, it's no problem. You just need to make sure that you pay the additional entry fee for the additional top-up. But what I'd like to recommend for everyone today is to understand along with me the power of how to hedge your risk for the whole year, how to get the best average returns by entering into different monthly shuttles, and of course how to utilize different levels of balance in those strategies.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi, this is Francis. I wanted to ask: is there like some form of extrapolation that I can already kind of sort the particular coin I want to trade based on a forecast, so that I can maybe get better returns?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment we have two strategies available. Okay, these have been recently optimized and fine-tuned to bring really powerful returns. Tuffy and the team also know that I have additional strategies that we're going to be releasing very soon, and we will have different levels of strategy depending on what you're looking to achieve. So we are going to introduce very soon some more aggressive strategies. We're also going to introduce some more conservative strategies, and we will be providing you some further options. Say, for example, that your appetite is quite risk heavy, so you're quite happy for an aggressive or more aggressive strategy. You will have those options. For Pearl of Africa, who asked me the question before, I didn't finish that answer quite. In terms of what to expect, we do have the projection per year of profitability. So beta strategies, average performance per year is to 120% profit, and alpha strategies, average performance per year is more than 250%. The last few years we've averaged at over 350% for alpha strategies.
Thank you. When
Jay,
you
would
say
you like
that, yeah, thank you so much. When you say that it depends on the level of entry, is it about the packages that we entered and we used while we're entering? For example, the founder pack and the club? Okay.
Correct, yes. And I think I might need a bit of help from Tuffy perhaps to confirm these exact member levels, but I do believe that you have a level of membership which means the entry fee will be 10%. There's another beyond level of membership which means your entry fee would be 12%. And I think that inside the beyond membership area you will have all of the information for which level of membership will offer you which prices.
Thank you so much, Adam. I just want to ask on the same question, just a little bit of clarification for the yearly projections. So that average profit, I think it's only from the initial amount invested. You are not calculating the compound, right? So if you have in 3 months a certain profit, if you want to reinvest it, so that meaning we'll have a little bit. I mean, it will be higher than the average. All right, thank you so much. Just want to clarify.
It's a great question, Nubir, because this really brings me quite nicely to speak to you all about my own experience with the network marketing industry, with multi-level marketing, with referring clients. This is the first time for most of you to meet me, so we'll have many chats like this once a week to go into some history and stories. But my experience has been on keeping my clients close to me for many, many years. And the only way to keep a client close to you for many years is to really deliver value, is to make sure that you deliver with everything that you've promised for that client. And something that I've seen in the network marketing industry, in the multi-level marketing industry, in your industry that you are all in now, trying to be the very best beyond leaders that you can, I think you all understand that you have to spend a lot of time bringing new members, and that you don't always have the time to always best keep your clients that you've already acquired. I think retaining your clients making sure that your downlines continue to pay their membership fees is always going to be a problem in the network marketing industry, because many of us lose touch with our interest in products, and I think that many products fail to deliver a really positive financial return. So I want you all to look at this product from two very different perspectives. One, it is the most professional, most consistent, only client-based custody solution of its kind in the world today that can deliver you some financial freedom if you use it respectfully and if you understand that it takes time to deliver these average results, which is something I'll come back to in a moment, because I think that if I educate you guys on what to expect, because your expectations will be very correct, we will never have a problem with emotions or understanding. We will always be on the same page with each other, which is very key to a long relationship. And I really hope that in 2, 3, 4 years from now, all of us are still speaking to each other just like we are today. But the second, and perhaps even more important part of what Sigma AI is here to do, it's to show you how we are going to take over the network marketing industry together. And believe me, beyond, I've seen the other companies in the market. They have the best technology team. They have the finest and most experienced team behind the scenes. You have Travis Ford, one of the most powerful and able people to execute, to gain things in this industry today. And I promise you that this corona crisis and difficult year we're all having is a big silver lining. It's a very big benefit, because we've secured a 3-year partnership between Endotech and Beyond. We are not going anywhere for the next 3 years together, minimum. And that means that I can show you all how to take all of your existing clients and downline, how to plug them in to a safe and reliable product that they control. They never need to send their money away from their own pockets. And in return, they will gain the benefit of the consistent results. So Beyond, with its menu of different services, we have the auto trading in the middle, delivering back the membership fees that your clients are paying, exciting them because they have all these other beautiful products, the Wallet Pro cards, the alert systems, the emails, the education. This is real value now if you consider that in the middle the trading will stay consistent. And if they use it with a few $1,000s or more, we can easily cover that $100 a month payment to be a Beyond member, for example. But here's the beautiful thing, and I'll come back to one of the questions I answered earlier for Joshua, because he asked me, Adam, can I add money to my account if I begin and add money later? If I get my commission next month, can I put that into the existing account, or should I open a new month account? Can I change the levels? Well, I want you to imagine that we're looking at the performance for this year together, okay? Now, January was a profitable month. We won that month, easy, lovely. February, beautiful winning month. March, beautiful winning month. April, beautiful winning month. You can check what I'm saying, by the way. Don't believe me? Check on the performance and history pages, use the calculator. It's all there. But May was a negative month. And statistically, this will happen. We can't win every trade. There are such things as false breakouts. Our algorithmic models are always being invested in. We're always optimizing. Sometimes they do have a problem and need to be changed because other people's algorithms have changed also in the market. But I want you to imagine that you and I have been working together since January. So you joined us in January. You made profit in January. You felt really good. You brought me your top 5 downline. We plugged them in. February, you made more money. They made more money. They say to you, wow, this is good. This is awesome. We can do this. March, you're winning. They're winning. And their first downline is now winning. Fantastic. We get to April, another winning month. And then we get to May. Now, in May, the guys who have been with us in January, February, March, April, yes, they have a losing month, but they're still profitable for the year. And they have seen the consistency. The client you bring in May is not going to be happy, is he? Or she? because the first thing that happened was that they lost in the account for the first set of trades. But this is why I'm focusing on this for you guys. This is not Forex, joker broker scams, guaranteed trader, 400% Bitcoin doubler, high yield investment promises. This is tactical, focused investment, only 100 positions in the year. So if you look at the ability to join with a new exchange balance every month, my best experience and advice for you is if you have $10,000 for your total budget for trading, it might be a good idea, and I would recommend that you join for this month for BTC Beta or BTC Alpha, and then you join in July or August for another account to attach to another strategy, and then again in September, October, split again, so we could have 3K, 3K, 3K in 3 different accounts that started 2 months apart from each other. Now, if you imagine the timeline, guys, right? And forgive me, I'm not drawing boobs, okay? So I'm not trying to be rude here, but it looks like boobs on a page. This is time. So January, February, March, April. And as you cycle through the year, if you've split your investment into nice little shuttles, you get the best average results. So that would be my best advice, so that you don't come with your full $10,000 for one connection in May, and then you are at risk of that one entry being the perfect time for the next 12 months. Now, why does this help with being a top leader at Beyond? If I worked for Beyond today, I would want to be the #1 Sigma AI leader with the biggest downline, because I know if I bring my downline to join the product now today, I win, because these clients will stay Beyond members for the next 12 months, because we are guaranteed consistency for that trading in the middle. As long as they start with $1,000 or more, we will very quickly start to recover their basic Beyond member fees. And if you imagine with me that my lovely client that we joined today is also buying himself a seat for the September shuttle, what does that mean? It means that he will stay a member for his existing account that runs for 12 months, of course, but it means that when we get to September, he has another account that will begin and run for another 12 months. If you bring your clients with this project and you educate them for the correct expectations, there's no guarantees per trade, high risk market, high risk trading, beta style or alpha style, you control, this is how it works, these are numbers we recommend, this is how much time it takes, this is why we use it to be a Beyond member, so that we can recover the fees and get you using the other products, but more importantly, 2 hands free to grow your network, make a video call, make calls, get more downline, bring them through. And if you take my hand, guys and girls, and you must on this one, because I've been in this industry a long, long time now, and I've grown some of the largest IB network referral funnels in the world for Forex, for stock, for equities, and more. I can promise you that if you show your clients that it's in their healthiest interest to take their 5K, 10K, 100K, $1 million, and to split it into many entries throughout the year, they will be the ones to make the most money. And as Franklin, I think, said to me, the power of, I don't know if it was Franklin, I'm making a mistake here, but one of you guys said to me just before, these are just the standard results without the effect of compound interest. Well, obviously, yes. Can you imagine after 1, 2, or 3 years, if you've joined every monthly launch and you have 12 exchange accounts running consecutively, launching month after month, splitting your available funds 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, you can have the power of compound interest, which is basically saying that your profits start to generate more profits. It's the power of your money working for you. And if I'm brutally honest, in the field of MLM, if we asked Travis, what did you want to achieve for every Beyond member? It would have to be that those members are able to structure their finances, to have their finances start working for them. so that as a community we can have our meetups at Beyond, we can have our Forex alerts working for us, we can have our wallet pros so that we can move crypto and make transactions, we can use those travel benefits, we can understand and educate ourselves together as a team. But I want you all to know that just as important as the trading results and profits to come is how we understand the math of how to use a service like this. So for example, all of you now today, you are my first Beyond leaders who I get to talk to, work with, speak with, explain to, and it's your duty to make sure that you join in June and July and August, because this will inspire the correct methodology for the clients. And I'll explain to you exactly what I mean about the correct methodology. When I'm at the office, I'm 35, remember, okay? So I'm still a young man. My son is 5 years old. I've got a young wife. I'm still a young man. I'm an alpha guy. I want opportunity. I want to make money. I want to not miss an opportunity. I've got FOMO. But when I get home and I speak with my extremely intelligent wife that saves my life a million times a day, I'm a beta guy because she knows best and less risk is best. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if I was about to bring a new bank as a client, just like I did last time, most likely that bank, through sheer understanding of the power of compound interest and how to split your risk intelligently over a long time period, for banks, we launch new strategies every month so that they never have too much risk on one entry or one strategy. So I want you all to know, we have this beautiful high-risk crypto market. We have these beautiful opportunities of very large gains. And we have the beautiful, exclusive ability only for Beyond members to, number one, get an institutional level of product at a retail price. Number two, have a fair, transparent system of using and trading and sharing. But number three, by using the product correctly, you can physically grow your finances and the network. So I really hope that this message is coming clear, because for those of you that run with one entry, you'll make out good results and it will be great, but you'll never have the biggest downline. And your clients that join for just one entry, you won't retain them 100%. You're always having to be doing the work again to bring more and more clients. Today is about showing you to take the hand of Beyond and Sigma AI, and especially myself, as I'll be supporting you throughout this journey, and to understand that by intelligently putting your money on the right level of strategy with the right automation and proven team and background, you do not need to trade. You do not need to stay up at night and learn the markets. You do not need to become a financial professional. You don't need to start playing with settings. You can still control your destiny and have that working for you. And I have to tell, say massive thank you to Tuffy specifically, to Travis Spot specifically, to actually enable us as Endotech to provide this opportunity for you. If you wanted the same level of strategy and service from us privately, you would need to have $10 million as a trading balance, and you would need to pay at least $100,000 to $200,000 every year for the benefit. So I want you to know that Travis himself has an institutional set of accounts with Endotech. It is because he has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars with us and hundreds of thousands of dollars with the tech team to get this ready. And we didn't come here to take part. I'll borrow a page from Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter. We came here to take over. And the way that we're going to take over together is by making the unhealthy parts of this industry of MLM and changing it into a healthy model of success. And we're going to do this without lying, without promising, without guaranteeing. We're going to do this together as a team by explaining the risks of the market. We're going to do it as a team by showing the performance, the real trades, win, lose or draw. And we are going to offer this service, not push this service. And there's a big difference, guys, between that. If you find a client that can understand how you've explained this product to work, and he can afford it, he or she will take it naturally without you pushing or twisting or promising. And if you do push and twist and make a mistake and promise and guarantee, I promise you that you will lose that member in your downline just like that. Because what they won't see is an instant success story. You and I, we're going to know each other for months and years at a time from here. So I want you to know that that is the methodology. This is not a get-rich-quick system, but this is a guaranteed constant that you can have in your life. I want you to think about it as the engine in the middle of the Beyond marketplace, working all the time, idling, moving us forward, so that you don't have to worry about it. So if I stop my monologue for a moment and just open the floor back to all of you, are there any questions that come to mind? Are there any thoughts at this time that you think would be good to have an answer on?
I have a question. This is Iris Palmer Johnson, founder out of San Diego, California. And do we have good afternoon? Do we have the opportunity to choose which currency we want to trade with and then change from alpha in one position, and then if in September we want to get another position, choose beta in the second position?
Okay, great question, and I really appreciate that. So once you join a strategy, that strategy can't be switched on that exchange account. So for example, you can't join for the BTC beta strategy and then next month change that account connection to BTC alpha. So once we connect, we need an annual term to deliver that promised set of returns for you and results. In terms of how the accounts work, 90% of the time you have, well, for alpha or beta classic strategy, you deposit into your Binance or Gemini account in US dollar or US dollar tether, and the strategy will buy or sell in and out of Bitcoin and go back to US dollar. So both alpha and beta strategies will be increasing your US dollar value in your account. So you might buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, then you need to change that Bitcoin to US dollar tether. So now we have $1,000 of US dollar tether. The strategy starts with US dollar tether or US dollar if it's Gemini, and it then trades and then back to US dollar. The only time that doesn't happen is when we release our cross-pair trading strategies for you. This specific type of strategy is for the people out there on this call and maybe your clients that are not interested in US dollar. They're not interested in euros. What do they want? They love Bitcoin. They want more Bitcoin. So we are going to release a cross-pair strategy that doesn't use US dollar at all, and that you could start with 1 Bitcoin or 0.1 Bitcoin, and it generates more Bitcoin for you in that account. Is that clear for you?
Thank you.
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Adam, I have a question for Paula, the founder. I have a question for people that have asked me, if they have any idea, like come in for the 1999, 25 points, roughly, do they have any idea if it was today, what each point is worth, each share?
I think I'll have to direct that to Tuffy because I do not have the answer to that one.
So that's a conversation.
I have a question.
So we'll address that one offline. So that's not a question for Adam with this group. This is Sigma training.
Okay, I'll talk to you, Tuffy. Thank you.
This is Mo Kumarsi. I got a question for you, brother.
Hi, Mo. Nice to hear you.
Pleasure to meet you, my man. This sounds extremely exciting. I have a question about, are you guys using high frequency trades as well? Going in from USDT like to Binance Coin and, or just, or are you using more longer term swing trading, or are you using more shorter high frequency, low level trading?
Phenomenal question and a technical question. So for anyone who isn't familiar, high frequency trading or HFT is very similar to what you would see with classic arbitrage style trading. That's when you have many, many trades, lots of volume, ping, 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 ping. and lots of high volume, many hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, but very small margin. So in answer, Mo, it's not high frequency trading at all. The terminology for our service is actually tactical investing or surgical tactical investment. And the reason for this is that we are not here for high volume generation. What we are hunting for, what these strategies do, is they capture 50 to 80% profit on explosive breakouts. So for example, when the market is moving sideways or is static, not much is happening, the technical term for this is noise within the market. And many people, I think recently, would have maybe lost money gambling between the level of Bitcoin between 9,500 and 10,000. It's in a range. But essentially, this is sideways movement. So what our systems do is it filters the noise of the sideways or the noisy static trends in the market. So we avoid trading when there's no real movement, which means we avoid trading fees, which also means that on average, we only have about 100 trades a year per strategy. And that's really towards the top end, yeah? But I've got a few things to say on this. This is crazy. So the amazing thing is that explosive breakouts, they're only good if you're a psychopath. So I'll give you the example. I bought Ripple thinking I was a very smart, know-it-all guy, and I bought like 18 million Ripple tokens at $0.0004 value, each token. Now, if I was a real psychopath killer, I could have waited until it was $3 and sold, and I would have been the richest kid in the world right now. Like, I would be sipping Coca-Cabanas, pina coladas, you name it. But as it happens, I'm not a psychopath killer. I'm just a human being, and I'm a young man at that. So when my trade doubled in profit, I took my 100%, and I was happy. What's special about our system is that there is no fear of loss. There is no fear of missing out. It is just explosive tactical breakout methodologies. So, for example, when Ether fell all the way down to just underneath $100, the human emotion might have said, oh, it might go to zero. Do I hold? Do I stay? But the robot has no emotion. And so it went into a long position. And it goes all the way to 240 on Ether. A human being might not be able to hold that long. So to recap, high frequency trading, it's not. Secure tactical investing, it is. Average amount of trades per month can vary, but maximum you would see is perhaps 10. Obviously more action for alpha versus beta, but the reason why you need us in your life, and I believe not only for the benefit of becoming better leaders, seeing MLM become healthier, delivering value, real value to the end clients long term. I mean, that's my vision for us guys, yeah? But because it's got no emotion, when the market next gets its parabolic movement, your account will be along for the ride without fail. And it will capture 50 to 80% profits of that massive move. So if the market moves 10,000%, we are guaranteed to get our 5 to 8,000% out of that movement. So it's not perfect. There's always room for us to improve, which, just so you know, we don't have outside investors. We re-optimize and reinvest everything that we make into our product. And if you learn a bit more about our team and our PhD science team, you'll understand that I'm the most capitalistic out of everyone, and everyone else is a Russian geek scientist fully focused just on the beauty of math. So I think we're all pretty much going to get on well. But Mo, I really appreciate that question because it's good, technical, and it's very relevant.
Thanks a lot, Adam. I've seen, I've seen breakout trading being the most profitable in the industry. So that's actually better news than I thought. Thanks for clarifying that. That's amazing.
Adam, I have
Adam.
I have two quick questions, Adam.
John, go for it.
First of all, is there any sort of game plan to build an API into CoinZoom?
Yes, I've actually been in touch with Ben and Todd Crossland. Again, I have to say a big thank you to Travis. Tuffy's awesome all the time. I mean, Tuffy's pretty much taking care of everything I need at all times, all the time. but they gave me direct contact to Ben and Todd Crossland, the lovely owners of CoinZoom. And these are guys that, you know, the ownership of Beyond, they've been working with for some time. And we actually already have API documentation for them. But we do have a small problem with CoinZoom, John. They don't have enough liquidity for us yet. So we've got a bit of a problem that we've got too much trade volume for them to provide the liquidity that we need. So
I understand.
we are,
Yeah.
I mean, it's unlikely that will change very, very near future. But I can tell you, I don't know who's sharing that, but thanks for that. Whoever's sharing us the WhatsApp, just be aware we can see WhatsApp.
Stop sharing your screen, Wilfred. Wilfred, stop sharing your screen.
Yeah. Not too sure how to turn that off for him, but yeah.
Guys, you want to move Wilfred out of the group, please?
Trying to see how we can get that out of there. Can you take care of it?
Give me a second.
Well, anyway, I understand that part of the answer about the liquidity issue.
Adam, just
I've
click,
got something
click your
that's
screen. Adam, just click your screen share real quick, and it'll take it back over.
Yeah, got you. That should be good now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can see my screen instead now?
We're good now.
So,
yeah, John, I just wanted to finish off one key point that might be part of your second question. Sorry to interrupt you on that one, but I know how much US residents would love to get their hands on margin and alpha trading. I'm working on something right now with an exchange called FTX, which is based in the US. They've been bought by Binance a few months ago, good friends of mine, and they have a leveraged token that we feel could be a good way for us to deliver some margin trading for US residents. So I just wanted to let you know I am working night and day on bringing margin alpha for US residents, and CoinZoom, even though it's unlikely we will very soon be able to plug in there, we do have, thanks to the Beyond team, a great connection, and they are a great up-and-coming exchange. So I will continue pushing there. You've got my word for that one.
right, and then the next thing, if you could just describe the process of paying the percentage, for the fees, because I think people are going to be confused when they think, wait, I control the funds. How do they go grab their percentage? And so if you could just share that with everybody, I think that would be great.
Great point. So first of all, when I say client custody, I really do mean it. It is your professional responsibility and decency responsibility level to honor your agreement with the account. So if you enter into the account, you need to honor that entry fee. If we've made profit for you, then we will be billing and requesting for you to pay that profit share to us. Now, at this moment in time, because we are manually joining, the very first groups that join, we may end up in a position where we manually send you an email confirming the total profit and confirming the total fee to pay. But thanks to Tuffy and his tech team that are working far greater hours than me, pretty much 24 hours a day, I do believe very, very soon the Beyond website will be fully ready. And the battle plan there, my team at Endotech have connected with Tuffy and his team at Beyond. You're going to have the Beyond page where you're going to have your member info. You're going to be able to put your API keys and see your entry fee confirmed. You're going to have an automated function to pay that entry fee on that same page. And as you join and as it works, you're also going to have the profit shown along with how to automatically pay that profit fee. Now, in final answer to your question, the client, of course, is going to be responsible to click that button and pay, because this is client-based custody. That's the one downside of being transparent and putting the power in the hands of the client, is that you rely on their decency to honor what they need to pay. In the case that the client refuses to pay profit share, we blacklist them, and we also blacklist them from 50 other top fintech services in the world that we provide for. We also blacklist them from the Signa AI service, and we also, obviously, for the Beyond membership, they'll no longer be a member. if someone has a problem with payment, they're late with the payment, sometimes a credit card payment can be a problem. I'm sure you guys have had it before. A member pays late, for example. We will, of course, take care of them and make sure that they don't miss out. But there's nothing we can do to stop someone from not paying a share of profit. But there is an expression in England that is very relevant I'd like to share, which is you don't want to shoot the golden goose that lays the golden eggs. So in my decade or so experience of making other people money, when you're profitable, the very first thing that someone wants to do is pay you what you're owed. So I'm really hopeful that Tuffy and the team have produced a really lovely design that's going to be really easy. I think they have. And within a couple of weeks, that will be live. So there won't be any manual process for paying. Everything will be on one page. You'll have prompts for you to pay the entry fee, for the profit share. Everything will be automated so that you don't have to do any manual action whatsoever.
Adam, I have a question.
Okay, please, yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, Adam, I'm Wari Lyon from Granada Hills, California. I'm trying to understand trading. It's my first time, so pardon me if I have some silly question. I'm just wondering how you're going to trade as a block, as all members of Beyond, or individually?
Please say that again for me, Wari. I'm sorry.
What's your plan? Are you trading as individual or as a block members of Beyond all together?
When you say well, at the moment, I'm working closely. My duty as VP of Sales for Endotech means that my care of duty is with the entire Beyond system, every leader within that system, every country group within your system. So I am here and available for you guys to speak to on WhatsApp, for us to arrange these weekly bootcamp video sessions, because I would like to support your education and your dissemination of the info for this product. I would like to support you in as many ways as possible, whether it's on the phone or on these videos or a quick presentation, or maybe you have a client that just really needs to hear from me exactly some answers, so you've got the full support of Endotech and the support team here, myself, for video, for chat, for WhatsApp. You've got Tuffy and the Beyond team and all of the tech team there to also support with marketing materials and banners and links and the social pages. So at the moment, we're attacking the whole world together. And me specifically, Wari, I can help you at any time if you want to reach out and you need some specific care, or you have a group of downline that needs specific attention. That's what we're here for. That's what these calls are for right now.
The reason I'm asking is that some people, my friends will be probably investing with 1,000, and the rest will be investing 10,000. So I'm just wondering if you pull all this money together as members of Beyond or what?
So I spoke to Travis about the ability that we have to make what we would call a master account control. So for example, like you said, you have your group, you've got some clients that would be sort of $1,000 clients, and then you've got perhaps 5 or 10 clients that want to go together, that want to have all their funds in one account so that they can have the power of that extra balance together. So
the 1,000 cannot join with those people with investing 10,000. You're going to separate those people who are investing 1,000 or a little more.
I'm saying something else. I'm saying that any client that you bring to this service will have their own unique exchange account, their own unique trading balance, their own unique fees.
Okay.
However, if you do have a group, let's say that they consist of $100,000 net trading balance or more, then we can service that as one single account connection. There are some opportunities there. What I explained to Travis is that due to the regulations in the US and outlying islands and things like that, we must keep it to client custody. But these master accounts that you're basically saying, I've seen them before in Thailand, I've seen them in South Africa, I've seen them in Lagos, Nigeria, I've seen them in Germany, where you get a group of your downline that wants to sort of put their cash together in one account. So it's not something I recommend, but if you come across such a situation, talk to me. We can understand how best to use it. Best advice is every client has their own account, whether it's 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000. Anything special, come and talk to me. We can work it out.
Thanks, Adam.
Pleasure, Larry. Thanks for that.
Adam, I just got a quick question.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
With you.
Yeah, so
my
question was about the profit sharing you were talking about. When we came in as beyond the founder packs, they were saying about 2% goes into the account for the shares, for all the shareholders. Is that going to be the profit sharing? Is that a piece of that going to be for the founders as well, or is that separate?
Again, I'm going to have to divert that one to Tuffy because it's a little bit out of my range.
They're totally non-related. Totally non-related.
Thanks, Joe. You beat me to it. Yeah, it's unrelated.
All right, thanks.
One thing that the team, Gord, have been really working on that I expressed a strong interest in is how you get the right level of leader benefits and the right level of referral benefits, because at the end of the day, we do hope that this will become, sort of mainline, core fundamental engine for everyone to use. And I know that Travis and Tuffy and the team really understand very, very instinctively and deeply how if you benefit the leaders through great commission packages and benefits, that we can really super speed that product and distribution of it. So from what I've seen, you guys have got some really awesome benefits there to pick up on. And the one added, stardust on the top that I can provide for you is that I swear and promise faithfully that we will show you the most beautiful retention percentages you've ever seen. We'll be showing you the most beautiful conversion percentages for new people that you introduce that you've ever seen. And after you bring with us, let's say 2 quarters worth of work, the first 2-3 months of the first groups of clients in, and then you work on the next group of clients in, and we get to that sort of 3rd quarter where we've got 2-3 batches of clients doing well. Your position as a leader, your brand name on Instagram, social feeds, who you are as that leading guy of join me to this, beneficial realm. All I want to do is just keep holding you guys higher and higher. I want to, absolutely cover you in absolutely the best of what we can do, because the higher and stronger your reputation is, the easier and simpler it is to convert people, the easier and more longevity we're going to have in terms of retaining these people. And once we get to the tipping point in life together in 1 or 2 years, and I know that there are some people on the call that can feel the goosebumps like I can on this one, okay? Once we get to that 1-2 year range, and we've successfully compounded those months and months of groups of clients, and they've stayed with us, and they've stayed members of Beyond, and your commissions are good, and the Beyond revenues are good, and Endodeck share is good, can you imagine how large the budgets will be from Travis, from Tuffy? Can you imagine the tools that they will bring for you, and the marketing exposure that we would have as a brand? It's super, super important that we remember it's not just about the money having compound interest right now. It's about the most important thing, which is our reputation. My face and name is on this camera. If I screw you guys, my reputation is gone. That's it. I can't get it back. So my personal big concerns are to make sure that we educate correctly, that we provide correct expectations, that we provide clear and concise instructions on how to set up the account, on how to stagger multiple entries so that we can keep that client as a member, so that we can deliver back to that client the best results, so that even if they don't know what's good for them, we can prove it for them. These are the things that really turn me on, that really give me the energy every day to do what we do. And it's all about you guys. So I really mean it when I say you have full support, absolutely total support. It's in our best interest that you guys have stronger and strengthening reputations. And the way that that begins is by remapping what we understand trading to be. This is changing the paradigm from what you've all seen before. You've had some great questions, each of you that have spoken up on this call today. We've had questions about compound. We've had questions about aggressiveness, frequency, volume. And you know what that shows me? It shows me that you guys have eaten a lot of shit, excuse the language, trying a lot of products that didn't quite work out. Not necessarily with Beyond, of course not, but I'm talking about all the promises of traders that you've met and superstar signal providers and guaranteed profit mechanisms and the, doubling guarantee, all this crap. I'm saying something completely different to you. I'm saying that Travis and the team know how to spot a good product. They also know to spend money before they give anything to you guys so that they can be sure it's reliable, consistent. We've spent the last year together proving step by step who Endotech is, who Dr. Anna Becker is, number 4 in the world for AI, why her textbooks are available in universities if you want to study AI. We've proven that we've managed and continue to remain consistent in a world where people are losing their jobs, losing their emotions, greedily gambling, losing their money to scams, to crypto scams, to API scams. And we stand alone as the automated, proven system of its kind. And Travis, bless him, is so good at executing, he was able to understand this is the opportunity for Beyond. And because the quality at Beyond is there, my team, which is probably the most pedigree quant team in crypto today, and I'm talking better in terms of how I feel they are, in terms of large organizations that have big names like Polychain Capital and Gemini, for example. I believe that our team is one of the best in the world today at what they do. They took one look at what they had at Beyond and how Travis operated and who Tuffy was and how these teams react with ours, and talked to our tech teams about the APIs and technical parameters. We really committed. We have signed exclusivity. We have committed for the next 3 years or more, and that is a huge amount of time in crypto. So I want this call to be the first of many. I want to see all of you back here next week, and I want you to bring at least 2-3 people to the call with you next week, and I want us to invest in each other every week. And I promise, with more calls, it'll be less monologue from me because you'll know a lot of information already, and we can start talking together a little bit more about interesting parts of the strategies, interesting trades that have happened, interesting market opportunities that are coming. And as you're learning me and us, I'm also learning more about Beyond through you. And if you can teach me where you have weaknesses, and if you can teach me where you're strong, I promise you that you have a dedicated, absolutely hardcore champion in your corner, 24 hours a day. And I think with that in mind, hopefully what I hope to have achieved on this call today is to show you that what we are promising is consistency over time. I'm not promising you a crypto Lambo. I'm not talking to you about moon rides, about guarantees, about promises. I'm saying this is a marriage, this is give and take, this is committing with each other over at least 1 year at a time. This is using the methodology and strategy that the math relates to, statistical performance, and statistically speaking, those who join once a month for at least 1,000 or more will generate the largest and most consistent compound-based returns later. And that's it. I'm not a leader in Beyond, I never will be. I'm not competition, I'm only your friend, your battle partner, your wingman. And there is no question too stupid, there's no question too silly, there's no question too embarrassing that you should ever feel embarrassed to ask. I welcome absolute honesty, transparency, and truth all the way through. So if you're having a hard day, good day, middle day, if you've received questions you can't answer, if you've got questions for yourself, if you've got things that you need help with, I hope very much that you come direct to the team at Beyond, that you come direct to myself and Tuffy and the team, and that we definitely get the opportunity to understand that you need some help, because you are the future of what we're building together. And I trust in you very much that you have the power to build an empire with me now over the next few years. Because to do anything else would mean that we have failed each other. We must take over this online industry now. There's only one corona panic in all human history, guys. People have come back out of this crisis, they don't have jobs to go back to. Many of you might be suffering already, needing to make more of an income. What better way to make an income than to free people financially, put the control in their hand, deliver the consistency that they can rely on, show them how to grow a network of referral so that they can gain a name, gain a reputation, and be paid commission. And of course, be part of a group, of a culture, rising up the ranks to gain benefits that change your life. That is what we're doing it for. So if that sounds exciting for you, I hope that, we can see you absolutely every week from here. That Tuffy, myself, the team, that we get good interaction with you. And that definitely for this moment in time, that you connect and join and take part in connecting funds to these strategies. Because the ones that do it sooner and the ones that stay longer will be the ones that benefit the most.
Could I ask a quick question?
Hey, Adam, one quick question.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, quick question for you, Adam. Thank you so much. I see on the website the different levels of your program: Pro, VIP, Institutional. Which can we say that we are using?
You guys are all going to be on an institutional subscription plan, and the reason for this is that Travis, the owner of Beyond, has paid institutional client fees and subscription fees and development fees. On his behalf, we developed a matrix menu of strategies that are institutional in performance and level, and the agreement is that we will distribute these institutional level strategies to Beyond members, but for a retail price. So if you were to have a subscription at Endotech, and you would have the same level of strategy and technicality, it would be an institutional account. So that's $125,000 subscription fee minimum, and up to $10 million for a starting trading balance. That's what it would cost if you tried to go around Beyond. So it's unlikely that anyone would want to try and take that journey, but who knows? I'm up for it if they are.
Thanks, Adam. Cheers.
I have a question, Adam.
Guys, we're going to have to wrap this up, so let's take this last question. And just for the group, we're compiling frequently asked questions, tutorials that will be put in your back office, along with the weekly training calls that Adam is hosting. So rest assured, all your questions will be answered. But let's take one more question, then we got to wrap up.
That's me, Corey.
Thanks.
I have a question, brother.
That was Corey. I asked a question first.
Thank you.
All right, so just real quick, Adam, you mentioned that there was an author who wrote some books who are now in on a university level for AI trading. What's her name, and what's her connection to your tech team?
Hold that thought, and now I'll prove to you that I'm not naked from the waist down. I am indeed wearing trousers. So you never know with Zoom today, right? We've all got that thought. I'm showing my age there. I grew up in the time that we all used to say newscasters never had trousers on, but that's a story for another day. So this is basically two highly technical tomes of AI-based introduction material. So this is about machine learning and reconnaissance within the field of AI, and this is basically like a full introduction to AI methodology and machine learning. Anna did some amazing things in Paris in her younger life, and Dr. Anna Becker is who I'm referring to. She's the CEO of Endotech. She's the main founder. She also obviously was the owner and founder of Strategy Runner. She and Dmitry Gushtin, our co-founder of Endotech, were with the first institutional platform in the world back then, with over 100,000 institutional clients, trading and copy trading. And essentially, Anna is very well known globally with Wall Street banks, with Final, Fund of Fund. She does a lot of consultation work for various places. She's also on the board of the Financial Commission and very relevant things like that. So if you go to the About Us page on Endotech, you'll see Anna Becker. You can go to her LinkedIn profile. You can have a look at some of her bio. And there's a lot of publications out there with stuff to do with her. So that's always freely available there.
Awesome. I love your transparency, Adam. Thank you so much.
Good stuff. All right, guys. So Tuffy always knows what's best for me. So I'm going to say thank you as the last one to everyone that made it today. I really do mean it. I hope to see you next week. I hope that any questions you might have until then, you'll save it. And I'll let Tuffy sign off on this one. But thank you very much. And I'm really looking forward to smashing this industry with you over the next few years. So I'm wishing you all very, very good luck. And I hope to see you soon on the next week's recording together.
Adam, we appreciate your time and your knowledge, and your explanations were very detailed. We look forward to more chats with you. We'll schedule one for next week, guys, and this will just keep getting better and better. And thanks to everyone that joined us today. Let's all take this beyond.
Awesome. Go beyond. We'll see you soon.
Guys.
Thank you, Adams.
Bye.
Great webinar.
Thank you so
See you
much.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye.